Never have I hated a Star Wars movie so much that I've actually wanted to leave the theater.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
No.
I thought not. It's not a story that
Disney.
tell you.
So hey, it's Rage here. Welcome back to a brand new video. So last night, Thursday, December 19th, I watched Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and boy oh boy, was I really hyped for this movie, and it let me down. It's not one of those things where like, okay, where that, oh, I didn't get what I wanted. It's one of those things that's like, not only did I not get what I wanted, but I also got what I didn't want. And it just went. For those of you that know me, most of my videos have probably fucking been Star Wars, so you have pretty much a good idea that I am a big Star Wars fan. I'm a big, huge Star Wars fucking fan. I love it. I love Star Wars. It's my shit. I'm literally best friends with my best friend because of Star Wars. So yesterday I just went to the theater with my best friend and my girlfriend, and we just started to watch. Okay, let's watch Rise of Skywalker. We're there. We're hyped. We're like fucking hyped, man. We're like, dude, I got IMAX tickets and everything, bro. It's like, let's do this shit, you know? And opening crawl happens, and it's like, bam. Oh, we know about Palpatine already. It's like, whoa. You're not gonna do some special reveal? I get it that we know from the trailers that Palpatine's in the fucking movie, but nothing just like, oh yeah, Palpatine's alive. On the opening crawl! By the way, oh my god, I forgot. Spoiler warning for everybody who hasn't seen it. I completely forgot. That's how mad I am at the movie that I'm like, should people care about getting this movie spoiled? I don't know. Because it's like, it's so shit that would you care? Would you care if it was spoiled to you? But yeah, Kylo's killing rebels, blah, blah. He finds a fucking thing, which I thought was a fucking, like, holocron. It looks like a fucking holocron, but it's not. It's like a map to fucking Palpatine. And then we get to see the teaser, you know, where it's like, oh, Kylo's there, and, oh, I've been every voice you've ever heard inside your head, whatever. Ah, I'm Vader, bitch. Palpatine's a zombie in the beginning of this movie. I was like, that does not look like Ian McDiarmid at all. That looks like, what the fuck happened to Palpatine here? Fucking Palpatine's basically Davros from like Doctor Who, and he's like, oh, you must kill Rey because she doesn't know who she is, whatever, she's strong and shit, blah 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 blah. And Kylo's like, alright, this whole movie is about Palpatine having a fucking big ass army, and all of these fucking the entire army has like this Death Star, these mini Star Destroyers, right? Like a shit ton of Star Destroyers with mini Death Star devices on every Star Destroyer. First of all, how the fuck did Palpatine have this? I don't know. They never explain how Palpatine has this technology. They never explain how Palpatine's alive. The only thing I can accept is that they quoted something in the prequels when Palpatine said, the dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. I can appreciate that you quoted that. So, you know, they didn't really explain how Palpatine's alive. So, you know, whatever. He's Davros. Who cares? So, Rey's getting trained by Leia and shit for some reason. It's not Force. I mean, I was thinking she would be trained by fucking Luke, since, like, Force ghosts are fucking powerful. It's like, whatever. So, no, she just fixed the lightsaber, you know, blah, blah, blah. Anakin's saber is still saved. Who cares? Wow, okay. God, I just realized that I'm doing this review, and I'm not even doing it as a point where, like, I'm caring enough to explain some of these things. The movie fucking destroyed me, man. This movie broke me. That I'm not even coherent enough with this review. I am legit so angry to this movie. I don't even want to explain it. You want to know something? Let me just skip ahead to the movie. Like, they have so many Force powers that they don't explain, except for fucking Baby Yoda. The fucking Baby Yoda one when he fucking Force healed Grief Karga. And now, okay, for me, at first, I started to accept when Rey fucking healed, like, the creature serpent thing. But healing Kylo, right? And, like, you know, his big, like, she stabbed Kylo with his lightsaber. It's like it was nothing, you know? Like, she just fucking force healed him out. Bitch, you're gonna live, because I want Ben Solo back. Okay. Okay, so Obi-Wan could have fucking cured Qui-Gon, right? Well, now they're saying, well, Obi-Wan was only a Padawan. Well, Baby Yoda says Force Heal fucking works the same in all types of ways or whatever. It's like, I guess you can make the argument that Baby Yoda is 50 years old, so maybe he was trained a little bit? I don't know. We don't know much about Baby Yoda. But it's to the point, okay, so Rey knows how to do it. Okay, they explained earlier in the movie that, okay, who Rey's parents are and everything. So fine, you guys got what you fucking wanted. In my opinion, I wish Rey was fucking nobody. I really wish if she was nobody, then maybe this franchise could have been better. But again, at the same time, not, because she's basically Mary Sue or whatever. So I get, she needs that explanation. But even with that explanation, okay, fast forward, she's a Palpatine. She's Palpatine's granddaughter. She's fucking Palpatine's granddaughter, whatever. Even with that shit, even with that knowledge, she still needed training, in my opinion. Just because you're a fucking Palpatine doesn't mean you're the shit. Okay, fine. It would give you some leeway. Fine. It's like, it can give you a bit of passes with something. Like, maybe you could be a quick learner in type of shit. But the fact of the matter is that she already knew everything. So it's like, why? Because Rey's awesome. It was one of those things. Remember how earlier, like 2 years ago, I uploaded a video saying I liked The Last Jedi? Thing is, the reason and by the way, I know Last Jedi was a badly made movie, and Rian Johnson's a fucking idiot. I get it, but I had high hopes for Last Jedi because I'm like, okay, then maybe Episode 9 is gonna work into it. But the more I looked into it, and this is why I do not blame J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams, it's not his fault, not fully, of why The Rise of Skywalker did not work. This was all Rian Johnson's fault because he decided to do his thing. Let's kill off Phasma. He killed off Phasma. He killed off fucking Snoke. All of that, just like that. So they had to explain, oh yes, Snoke was a thing created by Palpatine now. So let's just... Last Jedi, you don't even have to watch The Last Jedi to watch this movie. I'm going to be honest. They retconned that movie. Okay, cool. They retconned that movie, but it's kind of sad that they had to. They retconned the entirety of Last Jedi. And it's like, ugh. For me, in my opinion, you don't have to retcon Last Jedi, but at least make it work. Make Last Jedi work. It's one of those things where this is why I'm still kind of mad at J.J. Abrams, because he kept promising that we were gonna have every fucking all the trilogies were gonna combine, like like everything was gonna come to a close. The prequels and the original trilogy, we were gonna come to a close in Episode 9. They hate the prequels. Let's be honest. They fucking hate the prequels. They hate the prequels, man. They really do. They fucking... Kathleen Kennedy, she hates the prequels. They all hate the prequels, and they think the fans hate the prequels. Flash, let me give you something. We do not all hate the prequels. I grew up with the prequels. I get that some fans don't like the prequels. A lot of them don't, actually. But it's getting appreciation now. But one thing I will say is that I can guarantee for a fact that nobody hated Revenge of the Sith. It is still one of the it's still most people's favorite movie. It's between Empire and Revenge of the Sith. That is it. A lot of people love Revenge of the Sith, and a lot of people love Empire Strikes Back. It's always, those are the top two most fan favorite Star Wars movies of all time. And Revenge of the Sith is my personal favorite film. Yeah, I'm a prequel guy. I grew up with the prequels. I saw the prequels first, and then the original trilogy. So you can understand that if I love the prequel trilogy, and I still do, it gets you to the point that, hey, there's a generation that likes the prequels, But you know what? Fine. You don't have to focus on the entirety of the prequel trilogy. I get that Phantom Menace wasn't as good, and I get Attack of the Clones was the worst one out of the prequel trilogy. We get it. Everybody agrees that Attack of the Clones is the worst one. I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere. But it's not Last Jedi. Or Rise of Skywalker at that point. But there's just so much wrong with this fucking movie, Rise of Skywalker. The music was clickbait. They fucking... Nowhere in the movie was Duel of Fates ever played. Duel of Fates was not played at all in the movie, man. And Why? Why do you fucking tease me like that? Do you even have to disappoint me in terms of music? Okay, the music was actually great in the movie because John Williams is a fucking genius. He will never fail us. But man, don't fucking tease Duel of Fates in the fucking trailers if you're not gonna put it in the movie at all. So yeah, so whatever. The movie did so much. It's basically a 4-hour movie rushed into 2 hours, so like trying to make it in 2 hour transport. Here's why I will say I can't blame Ryan. I will tell you what I blame J.J. Abrams on and what I don't blame J.J. Abrams on. J.J. Abrams had to work with a dead stick at Last Jedi. Ryan Johnson ruined everything, right? It ruined all the plans. But you could have at least tried to fix it. Make fans like myself and so many others. Listen, Star Wars Theory, I watched this review, and I disagree with him on a lot of things right now. I'm happy for him that he loved the movie, but I disagree with so many points. Let's get to this. Rey kills Palpatine. Okay, Kylo turns into Ben Solo. Dude, I didn't even care enough that fucking Harrison Ford showed up. You want to know the part where I wanted to leave the theater? It was the part when they said, oh, you're a Palpatine. When they revealed Rey as a Palpatine, that's where I'm leaving the theater. I didn't. I stayed. I stayed. This was torture for me. Like, watching this movie was fucking torture for me, man. But I stayed. So we go back, flash forward fast. Oh, by the way, Lando was great, but okay. So we flash forward. Palpatine and Rey. Okay, Ben goes there. They do the Force teleportation power is fucking weird. They don't explain how that really works, why they're connected, but okay. So Palpatine went from Davros to old Palpatine again. But here's the thing with Palpatine, right? In the movie, he drains the life essence of Ben Solo and Rey, right? He raised both, and then he goes back to, he regenerates. It's like a fucking Doctor Who regenerate, or like a Piccolo. Remember Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z? It's like that. Like, his fingers grow back, and his face goes back to evil Palpatine. Not the Senator Palpatine that we know from the prequels, but just evil fucking original trilogy / Revenge of the Sith ending Palpatine, scarred and deformed. And yellow Sith eyes again. But this was the strongest Palpatine we've ever seen. Once he drained those life essence from Rey and Ben, this was the strongest Palpatine we've ever seen in the entirety of all trilogies. Motherfucker threw his hands in the air and fucking went Force lightning everything. Like all the fucking rebel ships and shit, man, bro. So this was like the strongest Palpatine we've ever seen. And Rey's all passed out because her essence was drained out. And then she's like, speak to me. And then we finally hear all the voices of the dead Jedi. I'm happy we got to hear that. Hayden Christensen was voicing Anakin. I'm happy we got to hear Hayden. I wanted Hayden so bad in this movie, but this is not the way I wanted him in the movie. I wanted to see a Force ghost of Anakin. And we didn't get to see it, and that sucks. So Hayden, we hear dude. We don't hear Hayden. We hear Ewan McGregor. We hear both versions of Obi-Wan. Alec Guinness. I'm pretty sure. We hear Qui-Gon. We hear Windu. I think my friend said he heard Luminara. I don't know. I've only seen the movie once. I'm pretty sure I fucking heard Ahsoka. Dude, we hear every fucking dead Jedi. We hear Yoda. We hear all of them. And it's Anakin saying, "Bring balance to the Force, like I did. I don't like sand." And it's like, and then Rey just fucking steroids the shit out of it, and then goes like grabs both lightsabers. Fucking, oh yeah, I forgot Leia's lightsaber's the thing, which was a cool part of the movie actually. I actually enjoyed that Luke did train Leia, but whatever. So now Rey has both fucking sabers. Boo! Let's go, bitch. Reflects the lightning back to Palpatine. Good old Sheev did not learn his lessons from fighting Master Windu, and Palpatine's a fucking idiot. The strongest version of Emperor Palpatine we've ever seen, and he's a fucking idiot. He didn't learn his lesson, so he just fucking melts and dies like Raiders of the Lost Ark style fucking, and just boom, fades away and classifies himself as obsolete. Rey kills Palpatine. Cool. Rey kills Palpatine. Our biggest nightmares have come to life. Rey kills Palpatine. Not only does that mean episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 don't mean shit anymore. Actually, no, I take that back. That's what it means. Episodes 1 through 6 are worthless now, if we count this as canon. There was this whole thing about the prophecy about Anakin Skywalker being the chosen one and he will bring balance to the Force. We saw him do that in Return of the Jedi when he kills the Emperor. But Palpatine lived, Anakin died. Again. Vader and Anakin died. No coming back for a Vader or Anakin. But Palpatine lived. So Anakin never brought balance back to the Force. Star Wars Theory's argument is that, well, he did bring balance, you know, for 30 something years. Okay, but how does that make Anakin the chosen one to fucking, like, if Rey is the one who ended up doing the job? Palpatine had it. Okay, so he went in hiding for 30 years, but he still had this plan going on. Like, if you played Battlefront 2 or you watched The Mandalorian, you clearly see that the Empire is still doing things. So it's like Palpatine is still pulling the strings even after he's in hiding. Anakin never fucking brought balance to the Force. He left it in darkness. Like, okay, his argument's that, well, you know, it was never gonna be good guys forever forever, but it's like, okay, let's go back to the prequel era. Obi-Wan was the first ever Jedi to defeat a Sith Lord, not kill, because obviously he didn't kill Darth Maul there, but to defeat a Sith Lord in over 1,000 years. You see the point? Anakin never killed the Sith. Anakin never stopped the Sith. It was said that he would destroy the Sith, not join them. He joined them, but in episode 6, he destroyed the Sith. Or so we thought. Never happened. Rey did. Rey destroyed the Sith. She's the chosen one. And that is disgusting. It was always meant for Anakin to be the chosen one. It was never Luke. It's always Anakin. Not Rey. Anakin. Not Luke. Not Rey. Not Lando. Not Han Solo. Not Greedo. Not that B-1 battle droid. It was Anakin. Qui-Gon's full of shit. Anakin was never the chosen one. He was just some guy who was very skilled and then turned out to be a bad guy. Never killed Palpatine. Never. Did he really defeat him? No. Never even defeated him. We thought he defeated him, but Palpatine had a plan. So. And he lived. It destroyed. So if in my head I count all the Disney Star Wars movies canon, like, I'm not saying, okay, Rogue One was really good. Solo, I'll give it a pass because I only watched Solo once, so I can't really critique it. It's one, okay, I can critique it, but it's like I don't remember Solo. Rise of Skywalker, I remember it vividly because I just watched it. And I just wasn't pissed with Solo. I was like, I didn't want to get out of the theater with Solo. I was like, all right, this is a decent film, cool. But man, watching Rise of Skywalker, that pacing was terrible. Even in cinematography terms, the movie was shit. And that sucks. CGI wasn't bad. I don't know why people are saying CGI was bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm since I don't care about how, like, CGI or graphics look, then I don't care. But fuck, man. The point is that Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker are a waste of time. And then at the end, after, God, the fan service, finally. You finally gave what those fake Star Wars fans wanted. The kiss of, you know, Kylo and, well, Ben and fucking Rey, they finally kissed at the end. Are you happy? And then Ben dies. Whatever, cool. That was so forced. It didn't make sense. Why would she fall in love with him? Why? He, like, you never met Ben in your entire life. All you knew was Kylo Ren, the murderer. So, it's so frustrating. And then at the end, who are you? I'm Rey. Rey Skywalker. I knew this movie was going to be a failure as soon as they announced Palpatine was going to be in it in the trailer. I was excited for it because it's Palpatine, but deep down I always knew it was going to be shit. These are my first thoughts of Rise of Skywalker. And that's how they went. They did a lot of forced stuff in here, that so many unnecessary scenes as well, man, that just were so unnecessary. They fucking fly now. Ugh. Or be fucking more optimistic. Ugh. Shut the fuck up. God. What a mess. What a fucking mess, dude. This movie was a fucking mess. And it's not JJ's fault. Like, the only thing I give JJ shit for is not adding Anakin in the movie. You're telling it made sense to add Anakin in the movie. You had to put Anakin in the movie. I don't care. You can try to convince me all you want, but my answer will always be is that you needed to put Anakin Skywalker in this movie, especially when the movie is titled The Rise of Skywalker. Anakin needed to be in this fucking movie. And he was just there as a voice. But, like, so was Obi-Wan and Luminara and Windu. So it's like, that diminishes from Anakin. Anakin was just every other Jedi. Disney, the only way you can get my trust back is that if you get Hayden and Ewan McGregor to do a live-action Clone Wars thing. If I get to see Hayden and Ewan McGregor in their Clone Wars outfits once in my life, then I'll be happy. That's the only way you can gain my trust back. But since you're not going to do it, well, maybe they can get it with the Kenobi series, but this movie, they show how much they hate the prequels. They don't like the prequels, man. Disney killed everything I loved this year. Not only did they just kill Star Wars, but they also killed my favorite fictional character, Spider-Man. Spider-Man Far From Home was also a terrible thing. And Disney's killing everything I love. And I'm such a pro Disney guy. I was so excited for, like, Disney, you know, to do all these things and that, but they're killing it. Not in the good way, in a bad way. I've been at Rich Hardy. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And a comment. Tell me, do you disagree, agree with my opinion? Go ahead. I'm open for discussions, you know. I'm going to watch Rise of Skywalker again. And maybe I'll do another review. And as always, goodbye.